This is my Kala Elite. I got this ukulele 2 or 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I think. And when I got it, there was a flaw in the neck. Now, it wasn't a major flaw, but it was an indentation in here. And later in this video, I will actually, at the very end, I show you what it looked like at that time. But it was something I didn't really want to live with. So I emailed Kala USA, and other than the person that immediately answered the emails, and she was very nice, by the way, and promised to pass my information on, and nobody returned my email, my call, my anything. And I sent another one, same promise, same nothing. I sent a video showing exactly what I had done, because by that point I had destroyed any warranty that I had with the ukulele. And what I'd done, I just wanted to know, is there something I should have done differently, something I could do to improve on it. But again, nobody, you know how YouTube, you can keep track of the videos. Well, nobody even watched the video, so I was very disappointed. But in getting rid of the mark, it also changed the shape of the neck. So I continued to sand, and I flattened it out to where it's like a plateau. It's very upright on the sides and very flat on the top. And it's comfortable to play. It's very nice. The refinishing, I started with a excuse me, a thick spray, which I thought was the way to go, but it turned out that that was not such a great idea. And what I ended up with was an application where you just apply it with a cloth, and it worked very, very well. Like I said, it's been 3 years, and it's still rock hard and perfect. But at that time, I put together other videos that showed what I was doing, and I wanted to share that for the few of you that may want to tackle this yourself. I'm not suggesting you do it, but I can't stop you from doing it. So if you are going to, hopefully this will help. Now, I know this isn't my normal playing a song or teaching a song, but I thought it was important because there will be people out there that can use that information. I just had to kind of trial and error, but I was very lucky that it worked out the way it did, you know, on this ukulele. So without further ado, here it is. When it comes to refinishing, this stuff is amazing. It's by Minwax, and you get a color, and then I got the low gloss sealer as well. Both are water-based, very easy to use. You sand the neck down to where you get to the bare wood. You apply the color, stroking it with just a clean cloth. I used an old t-shirt, in the direction the wood grain goes. Get it nice and smooth, let it sit for about an hour. If you decide you need a little more color, you add it again till you get the color that you like. Now, if you just let it sit overnight, it's done. You're finished. It's colored, and it has a sealer built into it. Now, that being said, I wanted to use this clear protection as well, put a semi-gloss finish on it. So after it sits, the color sits for about 3 hours, you can apply your first coat of this. And same way, it comes out basically kind of cloudy looking when you first put it on, but it dries clear. Get it the same direction as the grain's going, and let it sit for an hour, and you can put another coat on. After an hour, if you want, you can put still a third coat on. I'm just putting the first coat on right now. I'm going to finish it up, and when I do, after I get the second or third coat, I'll show you what that looks like. But I'm really happy with it. It's amazing. You can control where it goes. It's just working out wonderfully. So I'll talk to you again. When I reshaped the neck, these are the things I used. First off, I started with a tape. This is frog tape, it's green. I also used a blue tape. Both worked very well to protect the parts of the ukulele I didn't want to futz with. I needed to do some aggressive sanding. I started with this regular medium grade sandpaper, and it shaped it down close to what I wanted. I then went with this sponge one. It's a double grade. It's medium on one side and fine on the other. And I would get that down to where it felt pretty good. Then I went to these two different things. This is a 4/0 steel wool. 4/0 simply means 4 followed by steel wool followed by 4 zeros, which is the finest of the steel wool. I've actually used it to clean up old brass, and it does a nice job. And this is a 600 grit wet dry. But you'd use all of these until you get it as smooth as you possibly can. Then you use a tack cloth to get all of the little pieces off. If you don't have a tack cloth, you can use your frog tape, turn it inside out, tap it all over your neck to get everything picked up. Now, because this is a water-soluble stain and a water-soluble final finish, you can actually use a damp cloth to wipe off most of it and do a good job. But worked out really well. Now you want to make sure that you don't screw up the rest of the finish. And originally I put this whole thing over the body inside of a t-shirt and taped it off. But when you're doing it with the tubing stuff, you really don't need to do that. Basically, I just needed to tape off where it goes to it. And I put the color on, and this is the first coat of the soft color, or soft finish. Now I'm doing this on I've got this setting on my stove because I have better lighting. I can see exactly what's going on, what needs to be done. But it's very easy, and I wish I had figured this out before I started using the sprays, because so far I'm just tickled to death. All right, I've got my second coat on, and it's pretty much dry. And you'll notice I put tape around the tuners as well, because I wanted to put matching finish on the top all the way down. And I've got my nice tape on my body, so the overflow from my neck. Also, as I put it on, as soon as I got finished putting it on, I took a wet cloth, just damp, and I checked any place that it happened to run a little bit here. I just wiped that down so I didn't have any drying on my fretboard, you know, anything that might have gone around. But I think it looks great. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow when it's totally cured, and then I'll see how it feels. And I'll be back. I'm really happy with how this came out. You can see it's got a little bit of shine on it, not as much as the body, but it does have a little bit. It's still a satin finish. The neck, I had complete control on where I put the color, how heavy or how light I wanted it. The same held true for the gloss finish. And I just couldn't be happier. This using that Minwax seemed to work just perfectly for me. So I'm happy. I did good. Now I realize there's a slight color variation where the neck goes up and goes to the headstock. And if I decide it bothers me and I want to change it, I can do that. Using this new method, it's really easy, and I should be able to, to do that as well. Also, I do realize a plateau is flat on the top, not the bottom. Sorry. I was watching that and went, what an idiot. But this came out really well. I like the size, I like the feel, and I love the ukulele. It is the most beautiful sounding ukulele I've ever seen or heard. The body is flawless, and I just all around couldn't be happier. So if you tackle this, good luck. I don't recommend it, like I said, because you can get a lot of heartaches from it. But in the end, it worked out great. Thanks for watching. Take care.